So the Olympic judging system is based off of three main categories. They are mind, body, and soul. In these three categories, there's a lot more depth to what they're actually judging. I actually have the judging, book in front of me to kind of just to give you a little bit more clarity and information on it. But basically, so in the body domain is technique. So, and they break it down by percentages as well. We don't have to get too into that, but there's like, a heavy percent. Technique and variety. So technique would be like actual technical understanding of movements. That's like how you're doing with your athleticism, your body control, things like that. Variety is going to be like how much different movements do you know? What does your vocabulary consist of? How extensive is your ability to do those different moves and vocabulary steps in breaking, as well as variations too. So how do you just do the original way that the move is done, or do you have variations to the move? And then in the mind, so in the mind domain, creativity and personality are going to be your two main subcategories. So obviously creativity is going to be how you can progress movements, how you can alter movements in the moment, right? And listening to whatever is being given to you, that will showcase someone's creativity. Being able to improvise, again, like being caught in a certain moment and improvising is going to be huge in the mind domain. Personality is going to have everything to do with stage presence, character, who you are as, a b-boy or b-girl when you're competing, and how that reads to the judges. And then in soul is going to be all performance and musicality. So performance is basically like how, not attractive in the sense of that, but like how like appealing, or how do people connect with you? Like, do you grab attention in that way? Like, do we feel what you're feeling? Do you give something? Impact, that's the word I was looking for. What impact do you have? Composition is going to be huge with this as well. So that's how you're composing rounds, and also your composure in a battle will be heavy in this performance, as well as authenticity. So how authentic are you to being who you are? That's going to read heavy in this one, as well as musicality. So musicality is texturing. Like, do your rounds just all look the same, or is there texture, tempos to your movement? Rhythm is going to be huge as well. So mind, body, soul again, and then within those subcategory, or in those categories, you've got your subcategories. So it's all things that, like, again, as a b-boy or b-girl, are all things that you think about, and you put weight on as you're practicing, but now it really gives more clarity to developing all around, and they're really putting an emphasis on having all of these elements. A lot of b-boys and b-girls focus in on one, two. They probably score really well in one or two of the domains, but then lack in another domain. And so that's, again, the b-boy or b-girl that's really wanting to be successful in this particular platform for the Olympics will really get to know and grow under these terms and under these guidelines and standards that the Olympic, organization is setting. And it's also good to know your opponents, and so you can strategize knowing that you're stronger in the soul category, and then that your opponent may be stronger in the mind category or whatnot too. So it helps know all of that and gives a little bit more clarity on how to strategize going into the Olympics too. So the Olympic judging system, again, is broken into those three domains: mind, body, and soul. You can download Levels today. It's available on Google, iOS, and Roku, or by going to dancelevels.app.